Yeah, everybody. I'm on main now. I was on backup before. Yellow, 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 yellow. Hello. How are we all doing today? Whoops. We are on Upton Farm. I've been on this for a little while. I've not played it on camera yet. And I've started a new save game. Hello, Super Dexter and NHF. I'm doing good today. I've been awake for a while. Let's start off by getting some equipment. Let's see. I want to go kind of oldish. So let's go. I'll say oldish, not like overly old. Should have a nice John Deere here somewhere. This thing. Oh no, this isn't. Yeah, this is the thing. Let's go for 7530. Gonna try and get like maxing out at about the 200 horsepower range. Like the beard? Thank you very much. I look fancy. I thank you. I also want, because it's me, oh, they've added a 2000 series Massey. Massey's Ferguson 698T. Don't want a front loader on it. Get it with warning triangle. Let's get it without a front loader. And I'll need a front loader tractor. Chat's broken. Oh, easily fixed. There we go. That was due to be screwing about with it earlier on. I'll need a front loader tractor as well. Can I... Did I get this teed up? Yes, I did get this teed up. I think this is the one. Ah, this isn't the one. But I thought it was. My beard looks nice again. Oh, thank you, Massey. I decided to give it a bit of a trim. I think it needed to go into a more sane kind of outlook. Massey 5600. Oh, I know what I want on a front loader if I've got it here. Where is it? Miagro Star. So I have 3 tractors. Our max horsepower is 200. Harvester, I want to get something oldish. Do I want something oldish or do I want something biggish? Let's go with the... As much as I dislike it, the Massey's 27. Well... Yeah, warning triangle doesn't matter too much in a harvester. Spudnet's not playing nice. So, hello Yanni. I have a little confession to make, guys. The reason Facecam was off all this time is because I've got a haircut. I've cut it. It's gone. No more ponytail. I've been planning this hair. I was planning it for like a few weeks. Hello, Bethers. Let's have a look at what I want here. I'm gonna go for like Irish style equipment, so the Smith is a bit big. Short hair, yes. After like 2 years of long hair, the time came. The Red Rock is... I don't really like the Red Rock, so I think I might go for the... Herps. Hey, other Dave. You thought I had it tied back? No. TMCC needs to could you guys tell TMCC to refresh? Because he's having issues. How come I'm not playing West Coast? Because I don't have it. Unless it was released in the last 10 minutes. No, it's not out yet. I don't have it. So let's go for, I guess, the Red Rock as a beginner. Yeah, the Red Rock as a starting trailer. Just get the one of these. Let's get a plow. This thing is 2.5 meters, requires 150 horse. Wouldn't be a bad idea. This requires 200. Yeah, let's get the... Unless this can... Oh, this is 3 meters. It requires 180. Let's get this then. Yellow simulate. I wouldn't have been surprised, but I've already committed to Upton today. Something decently sized as a cultivator, I think. How much is the John Deere? 209. So I'm going to look at something around the 200 range. Not necessarily this, but... Let's go for the Catros. I'll get it in the correct design for once. Delivery space is blocked. So this is all the delivery space you actually get on the map. Not much. West Coast will be out when it's out. Possibly tomorrow, possibly a different day. Need to turn automatic engine start off. So I do have creator tools enabled at the moment and cheating money, creator money. Let's see. Was it a cultivator I was just about to buy? It was a cultivator I was just about to buy. The Amazon Catros. Now you might notice that I've made a really actually quite stupid decision. And I've just noticed it myself. I don't have anything with a front 3-point other than the little fent. This could end badly. Might want to turn off plant withing. Good point. Fertilizer states 1 periodic ploughing. That can stay on. I kind of like that idea. Let's see, where's the nearest yard? Up this way. So I'm going to base myself over at this yard over here. Despite the fact that the... Actually, no, I'm going to base myself where the crop storage is. So, do I have this set up correctly? So, I'm here. The farm silo is over here, and I need to go up along this road, around the top, around the side, down, and over to field, like down by field 40 to get to the crop storage. Now, I am tempted, I will be honest, to get myself a fast track. But I'm kind of in two minds about that. Hello, Matt Macy driving, Dal. Fahey. This is going to be a bit of a... Could I use the railway line? No. I'm going to try and flat out cheat there. Also, I'm not using the wheel today because of reasons. I'm tidying my room at the moment. Why don't I have West Coast? Because Bullet Bill didn't give it to me. Bullet Bill chose who he wanted to give the West Coast to, and I wasn't one of the people. It's a simple... That's kind of the start and end of it. I'm not gonna go to Bullet Bill and say, "Hey Bill, can I have the West Coast, please?" This map looks confusing as ever. It's a Lancy map, Matt. What do you expect? You don't expect Lancyboi maps to be perfect. No, Monster. I don't mind answering questions and comments about the West Coast. Because like that's a map we're all waiting for. I was hoping to be in possession of it for today, but unfortunately, it's not been released yet. so I can't do anything about that. Hopefully it'll be out by Friday, and we'll be able to start up the new schedule next week. Hello, Aaron Fahy. When do I think the map will come out? I thought today. So I'm now guessing tomorrow. You grew up in the 10 mile radius of Belleville, grew up in awesome, Thomas. I'm like, every day the map doesn't come out, my next guess is going to be the next day. That's kind of the long and the short of when will the West Coast come out. Oh, I can take a little shortcut over by field 10. You have 188 mods. I've got 200 and something. I need to go through my mod folder pretty badly. But yeah, Bullet Bill doesn't even know when the West Coast will be out, guys, so... as much as we'd all love it, there is literally no point in asking. If there was an answer to give, you'd be given it. Hello again, Northwest Survival. What am I having for my tea? I have no idea. Food, hopefully. Something edible would be nice. So this is the yard that I wanted to get to. Yes, this is one of the 2 yards that is it? Yeah, oh yeah, this is the back way in. So there are 2 yards here that are both kind of storage and main farm-esque silos. You had 550 the other day, now you've only got 378. Yeah, it's very easy to kind of accumulate mods. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat my way back over to the shop, because there should be safe. I have TARDIS Teleport, which we've been using in the multiplayer to great comedic effect. I just wanted to drive around the first time. You've got the right... Like, people on consoles, I don't mean to be rude. I really don't, but sometimes you gotta accept... Oh dear. Sometimes you gotta accept that certain things just can't come out. Like John Deere's can't come out on console because Giants don't have the license. A lot of the issues are licensing, a lot of the issues are the fact that the console mods scene is so restrictive. Hilariously so, in fact. By the way, TARDIS Teleport is great. Did I have a haircut? Yes, I did. Is this the first time I've done a face cam? No, I've done them for a while. It's the first time in a while I've done it. Same use teleport to break IT norm. We think we found the actual issue with that. We think the issue was actually his Valtra. Because I tried to reproduce it in my class and had no luck whatsoever. There. You get a haircut before school. I don't go to school, so I just got a haircut because I wanted a haircut. Well, I needed a haircut. It's kind of a better way of putting it. So let's get a cedar next. I'd like to get something 6 meters or thereabouts. Like this one can only handle 3 meters. This one can only handle 4 meters. I don't know why, but my mouse wheel is a bit wonky of late. Let's get the Vaderstad Rapide. Or do I have something else that I could use? The Vaderstad's going to be the better option. We'll need a sprayer. For that, we're going to use this thing, the Matte Hot. With spray tires. I don't want to get a fertilizer manure spreader just yet, or a slurry tanker. Mowers. This is going to be where things get interesting, because I'm kind of limited on what I can run. And the limiting factor is hilariously going to be the Agro Star, which has like no horse. Hang on a second. I beg to differ on myself here, because I've just spotted something. You said, well, thank you very much, N8. Disc bind. I could use the disc bind. However, would it not make more sense for me to, whoops, hit this button, hit customize, and then pop a front linkage onto this John Deere? I forgot to attach the front linkage. Would it not make more sense for me to just pop a front linkage on for an extra 5,500? So then I've got a John Deere 7530 Premium with a front link. I forgot to change all my notifications again. Oops. John Deere and driving as I see now. I don't know if this specific one does. It's just occurred to me I'm going to need to move some stuff out of the way real quick. So let's get this over to the yard. Pop. Yes, I know that I'm cheating by doing this, but yeah. Oh, Dusty Dave, how are you doing today? Yeah, the French sprayer actually does suit the UK style farm, especially on the likes of Upton, where it's, if I go into the, like, this is the shiny new-ish yard. If I come over here into this yard a bit further, you can see this yard's a bit more grotty, a bit more kind of worn down. And if I were to go over to, let's say, here-ish, you have this yard over here, which, if I can find a way out, and into that yard, I can show you. Because Lancey has done something truly amazing with the way he's made the yards, especially, I think this one, and there's another one over by the railway line, that have this kind of effect. Where you can see this is all old stuff, you can see it's rusted off, it's all grotty, you know. This is kind of the original yard with some original, or, you know, more original older sheds, and then you come over here, it's a bit newer, a bit less rusted. I mean, there's still some rust just from aging, but it's not as rusted. And same there, and he's got some random pieces of equipment dotted around as well. But then you've got this shed here, which is brand spanking new, and not a single hint of rust. So this is clearly the newest shed that was put into this farm. He's got kind of an effect of, you know, time has passed as this map was being developed, and it gives it kind of a realistic feel. Which I think is why some people are, well, some people who like realism and like the little details on maps are gonna love this. It's the one thing I hate about the sprayer, the Method, or Martha Stewart sprayer, is that the boom is at the front. That's literally the biggest problem I have with it. When is this map out? When it's ready, I think Lancey said sometime in September. He's kind of holding off on releasing it because of the West Coast. Do I farm in real life? No. How am I? I'm good. And guys, you don't need to delete the comments asking when the map's out. That's a logical question to be asking. Right, mowers. I forgot to download the John Deere mowers, which I really should have. I just want to have a look at this. Ah, they are. 70, 160, that brings to 230, 90, 170. Okay, let's actually get the disc bind. Unless there is something that is more suitable. The disc bind is actually the best suited mower. So So we'll get the New Holland disc vine. Kinda wish I had a... there we go. A John Deere version of it, but so be it. I can use something else on this if I need to. Did I change my setup? No. It's just been a while since you've seen it. I think the mic's in a bit of an unusual spot. It's usually kind of down and over here. I should download the Kverneland Tarup. Is that just a reskin of the disc vine, or is it a convert of the Kverneland from FS13 that was done without permission? Because if it's just a reskin, which if it's by Nathan 6930 is just a reskin, I might have a look at it. You can send some more that windrow at the same time. I kind of actually don't mind windrowing, plus I'm going to be doing a lot of hay work, so let's get... There's a part of me that wishes these were bigger. I'd love to have a hay bob, but I think that's a bit too small for this map. Because this is a proper hay bob, it windrows as well. Let's get the 8.3, 11.2. What's the biggest tethering game? 13. Let's get the... Actually, the Deutz Condom Master wouldn't be a bad choice. I'll get the Chrome KWT. I haven't used this one much. And in terms of windrowers, what'll I get? I could get the hay bob. Windrowing Solar accent, yes. Is Upton in Ireland? No, it's a British map. Let's get the Kuhn GA, because it's going to be the easier option. Balers. Balers, 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 balers. I should have some interesting little balers here. As much as the spale cannons occasionally, I would like the John Deere 690. As well as... if I've got it activated, the Class Rotocut Roland 250. I'll need a bale trailer, won't I? So let's get the... yeah, the 23-foot dually. As much as it's going to annoy me, this doesn't have auto at all creels. Standard wheel setup. We'll go for the bog standard 23-foot bale trailer. Its delivery space is blocked. That's fine. Let's just turn off the John Deere for now. Use the Massey to bring some of this stuff over now. So we'll grab the windrower. Can a Case IH make an appearance? Yes. Can I use a class tractor? I don't have any older class tractors. If you can find one that's... if you... Tell you what guys, if you can find an old class tractor that's high quality, then I'll use it. But I kind of want to use older equipment here. Kind of, I know the John Deere's a bit newer, but I needed something that was high horsepower. Actually, tell you what. We'll get an... Is it an Arion? Yeah, we'll get an Arion... Oh, we can actually go with this. Hang on. No, no, no. I'm with you guys here. Let's get an Arion 630. Because that'll be filling a nice little gap. For something to run the baler and stuff. So by request we now have a class tractor. We should be able to, if I didn't just do something incredibly stupid. So this is the Arion 630. It is actually quite a good mod. I think I found this on Mod Hoster. I think this was on Mod Hoster. Please don't hit anything. We have teleported into a gate that we probably shouldn't have teleported into. But that's fine, we can survive. 60 watching, 24 likes. Come on guys, hit the like button if you enjoy. Where's the class airing from? Mod hoster, I believe. I can't remember where I find all my mods though. Class are actually good tractors. There's quite a few in the area and I don't know where they come from. Because there's no, to my knowledge, there's no class dealership nearby. Nearest dealership to me is the Zetter dealership. And then there's, the next town's over, you got New Holland and John Deere. I'm at the yard, I want to go to the shop. Zoom. Ah! This is a problem with TARDIS teleporters. Sometimes you'll misclick slightly. I wanted the bale trailer, didn't I? Bale trailer, literally 23 foot, which is quite small, but it'll do. Do I need anything else here? We'll need some animal equipment, so let's grab the Keenan. I'm gonna get it a bit banged up, because I think it makes most sense being a bit banged up. And we will need a header trailer for the Massey. Does it come with one? No, let's get the Cochet GS, yeah. The Cochet Gatish. Hello, Pizza Wheel. Am I missing a tractor? I don't believe so. This map is not publicly available yet, RSF. I'm helping Lancy with testing. I've been helping Lancy with testing kind of
Hello, Dave.
secretly
Dave.
for a little while. And yeah, I need to change my Streamlabs. I've been really bad at keeping up to date with things of late. I've been relaxing a bit more than I should. I've just realized this isn't actually an animal yard, is it? No, this actually needs to be over in this yard over here. So let's teleport our way into field 23. Because we need to get this trailer into that yard there. If I can remember where the exit of this field is, it'd be really helpful. Think CV models making a double axle, possibly a triple axle high spec. I do like high spec. I'd love to see an Abbey manure trailer, an Abbey manure tanker, or slurry tanker coming out. I'm not interested in a Massey 6480. I don't mind Masseys. I quite like Masseys. What's my favorite tractor brand? Hilariously, actually, Masseys. James Bond, if you want to donate, send a super chat. It's the easiest way. Honestly. So, this is the cow yard over here, isn't it? Yes. And I think this is the yard that I was most enamored with. Yes, this is my favorite yard. Because you got like the super old buildings here, like one of them's even wooden. And then you kind of have the mishmash of different things from different eras. Okay, I'd like a legitimate Abbey, Louis, not one of the 63 million converts. No farmers good with case IH. I beg to differ. I think every farm is good in their own way, it's just different farmers, because all tractors are effectively the same. What model class is this again? It is the Arion 630. I think it's in... I think the name of the mod pack is the Arion 600 pack. I think. I'm not 100% sure. So, oh, I just realised I've derped. Hey, GD. Hello, Nalo kid. He's working on a Mikhail at the minute. Oh, he's working on a 6.9... Is it the 9.1 or 9.9 he's working on? The wrapper. Or is it just the Mikhail 690 it's called? So just for the realism buffs, because I know there's a few. See you, mister. I know there's a few realism buffs that watch me. I won't be using TARDIS teleport all the time. It's just a helpful tool to set up a map. Thank you, Pizza. I did see that the first time. It's just a really helpful tool to set up a map, because you can teleport wherever you want. And Massey, your picture did update. That is a Massey 35. Do I know the size of this map in acres? Absolutely no idea. It is I would say slightly smaller than Coldborough. What maps would it compare to? It's probably about the same size as Selby Farm Estates. Like, if you want an idea of size, it's probably about the same size as Selby. And Lancy being Lancy, it's incredibly difficult to find your way around. Fent. Of course you'd say Fent, Dave. Fents are just Massey's. Cases are just New Hollands. I'm not smoking, James. I'm quitting smoking. This is an e-cigarette. This is my favorite map at the moment just because I got it. I think the West Coast is gonna just steamroll over every map. Coldborough is a very good map. It's one of my favorites. Well, it was in 15 at least. 17, I don't know. It just didn't. Coldborough in 17 hasn't recaptured the magic. Adam, I think CD models might be. Selby come for console. That's something you'd really have to ask Lancy. I don't think it will. He was trying to get it on consoles, but it failed testing for consoles. Hello, farm boy. Somebody's on their phone and derping up with the randomness. Hello, VF. How are you doing today? So let's get this over to the cow shed as well. I've just realised I'm going to need a bale wrapper for this as well. Cobra's local to units stupidly accurate. Yeah, I've seen it in Google Maps. That's kind of terrifying. Oh, it's a round wrapper, is it? Is there a release date for this map? September. Because this is one of these rare maps where it's actually pretty much done. And Lancy is pretty much holding off on it for now, just so the map doesn't get steamrolled by the West Coast. Tired and frustrated. Sounds like me most days. We need a McHale Fusion. Absolutely, Pizza. I would love a McHale Fusion. You're feeling West Coast is going to release tomorrow. That's my bet. My bet was today, but I'm changing it now to tomorrow. And if it's not out tomorrow, my bet will change to Friday. Basically, I'm hiding all my bets and saying it's going to be out sooner or later, and I'm just going to keep reeling off the days until it is out. Now, I should say I do have game extension now in, which I just flashed up there briefly. I do have game extension in now, as well as creator tools. West Coast failed test on PC, so on PC, don't you mean console? Do I have a mod list? I used to, RSF, but the simple fact of the matter is there's so many mods that I've got that weren't in the list that it would take me 5 or 6 hours to get up to date with it. My bet was Monday. Well, no, my bet was never Monday. My bet was originally Tuesday, and then today, and now it's tomorrow. Yeah, West Coast failed on console due to something console specific. And it wasn't something Bullet Bill could have foreseen or tested. I'm gonna get the Cochet Gatish. There we go. I also want to grab, because I completely forgot to, an FC30 I think will fit. In... There's no real Deutz green, we'll get it in black. And I want to get a bale spike. You can see I've got a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of various mods. Let's get the... The CSC spike could probably be best. For front loader, please. And that should do me for now. I'll probably need more in time. Does that have a rear attacher? It does. Fantastic. Thank you, Black Sheep. You're magical people. Yeah, Bullet Bill, Will that delay for console? Probably. What time I stream until 7-ish? And I believe there is a stream theoretically planned for directly after me. As for when West Coast is actually going to be out and whether there's going to be a delay on consoles, that's all down to Giants. None of us have any control, not even Bullet Bill. It's all now in the hands of Giants. It's in the hands of Giants testing. I swear I put the thingies on this. I've just realised. I'm gonna have to go back to the shop with this thing. Oh, screw it. Let's just teleport. It's gonna be faster. Because what I want to do is I want to put the retention bars on. Ah, there's a bit of a trigger conflict going on there. This beta looks really nice. Yeah, this is on ModHub. It's the Dooley 23-foot trailer. No, I don't want to. I don't want to customize the Axion or the Arion. Just leave that over there. Customize this with all creels, please. There we go. That's much better. Hey, well, see that now looks more legit. Also, I wouldn't really count 23 feet as being a long vehicle, but that's the way this is designed. This is probably like the bale trailer you'd see the most around Ireland, the size at least. It's 23, maybe 32 foot. Teleport, extremely useful, yes. Hey, Dad. Thingies. I don't know the words for things. I just kind of make them up as I go, and it's usually thingies. See you Northwest. Enjoy the rest of your day, or whatever you're running off to do. So we're almost set up, and I think the first job I want to do on the map is actually going to be mowing. Because this is a... Whoa. Whoa, Nelly. Hello, Blush. In fact, I'd let you guys choose. Do you want me to harvest or do you want me to mow first? Because they're basically the options that are open right now, is harvesting and mowing. And I'm going to be turning off creative money in a moment. I'm going to non-cheat mode. Have I seen the new Fent in the mod hub? That's Fatty's Fent. It's been re-released. It's been updated and re-released. And Ark Survival Evolved has been officially released as well. Which I have no interest in that because it's just a time sink. Harvest, mow, mowing. Then you guys choose, because if I do mowing, it means that I get to play with bales. And if I do mowing, it's probably going to be round bales. Mow, everyone. Yeah, that's my thought. Is like I was going to harvest, and I thought, hang on, no, everybody does that. Very few people start maps by mowing. It's a strange little thing. What's the change with the Fent 800? I don't know, there wasn't a change log. Mow. Fahy, you've been overruled by chat. Everybody's decided on mowing. I need to have XSplit open to see the stream, Dave. Thank you, Dave. So let us grab the John Deere. I'm going to cheat a bit. So I do apologize for this, but I want to mow down by field 29. So let's teleport into the shop. We'll just pretend like that didn't happen. It's time for creative money to go away. You can see that we are actually starting off with £500,000. Dave won't get stuck in the mud hole. Well, I've just teleported down to the shop, but there's still plenty of chances for me to get stuck in random mud holes. Field 29 entrance is over here. Too much mud. Yeah, but that could be edited out in GE. If you think there's too much of something in a map, you can just open up GE and tweak the map to suit your needs. That's the beauty of an open modding scene. I've got to unfold them more as well, don't I? What's the control for this thing? Is it What is this? So I want the mower to follow directly behind the deer for this first round or two. Just so that I can do this nonsense. Mud isn't the issue, the mower will be the issue. Most likely, yes. Because this mower I know is notorious for deciding to get stuck randomly. And I mean the driver is not much better, so... Yeah, feel free to edit maps, but never try and claim that they're yours, or like publicly just distribute them without permission or something. You can say they're your version of it, that's perfectly fine, because I always said on Thornton, which by the way, that's kind of come to an end tomorrow, seeing as West Coast isn't released today, which is kind of convenient. I've always said on Thornton I was playing on my own version, which is true. I did some edits to Thornton to make it my own. I might do some edits to... I don't know if I want to do edits Upton, but West Coast is probably going to be... offset to the right, yes. It is time for the offset to take effect. I just wanted to get a couple of rounds done where I wasn't causing much trouble. I also know that I could have done one like straight down the behind, one to the right and one to the left. Also, this is all going to get turned into hay because reasons. So I'm not too fussed about making circles. This is all going to be windrowed up later on anyway. You love how the grass looks yellow on the West Coast. That's actually one of the things that I'm thinking about changing on the West Coast. Is I don't like that texture. I might tweak the texture to be a bit more white or a bit more green. Because that texture is too yellow. It's nonsensical yellow. In real life, it's kind of a greeny yellow. Was been turned down a lot. Yeah, Lancey was listening to me complaining. I think the Fen was just re-released for console. That's possible. That said, I think Lancey was maybe listening to me a bit too much when I was joking about adding all of the mod ever to the map originally. So let's get our first headland done here on field 29. I'm using keyboard and mouse just for reasons because. When's West Coast out? When Giants put it on the mod hub. Nobody knows, not even Giants know at this point when West Coast will actually be released. It's yellow, heavy it is. It's never completely yellow though. That's the issue I have with West Coast, is like the yellow grass that you see still is green. It's just a very yellowy green. Like when I mow the back garden for the first time of the year, it's a yellowy green the grass turns. Actually a whitish green. It never goes like bright yellow or bright white. Not going through the mud. I'm going through whatever mud is there. Like I was just avoiding the trees and brushes and whatnot. Or trees and bushes even. So tell me guys, I've played on this for a little while already. What do you guys think of Upton so far? Because I know Sim's got a video out, I know VF's got a few streams done, I know Daggerwin's got a video out. What do you guys think of Upton? That's why I'm not doing like a map tour or anything. I don't think it makes much sense with all the videos already out on Upton to do a map tour or a first look or whatever. What do you guys think of the map? Because I think it's some of Lancey's best work yet. Went around to the gateway. Yeah, to stay on the grass. Because I'm being a smart farmer. I'm not trying to dull my blades on dirt. Not your type of map? That's perfectly fine. Different people will react differently to different maps. Grass can perceptually appear white, but it's never white. You gonna watch Sims West Coast? That's perfectly fine by me. That video will still be there later though. That's the thing. This stream will be over in, what, just over an hour? Since video will be there later on tonight. Bit too much mod. Again, that's something you can fix, James. Should come on console. I think Lancey's gonna try for console. He learned a lot from Selby. All of it, like, progressive. Yeah, only with the, like, perfect conditions. It can appear white. Like, even if when it's freshly mown, if it's not very healthy, it's got, like, little white tips. And that's just kind of a perception thing. It's still green. Seems using the area on the west coast? I was talking to him before the stream because I'd seen his thumbnail, and I was like, dude, what harvester are you using? Because I'm planning on using this harvester in West Coast, which some of you who know what my plans for West Coast are in terms of vehicles will be surprised. Will probably know now what I'm thinking, but I was like, dude, what harvester are you using? Because I was looking at it, I was like, dude, that's almost identical harvester to what I want to use. And it is, in fact, a different harvester, which is fine, so I'm not going to unintentionally copy it. What other tractors am I using? I have a Class Arion 600, this John Deere, Massey 698T, and the adorable little Deutz AgroStar that I love so much. And I'll use any excuse to use that thing. TX66. TX34 VF. Matt's making one of my favorite combines. For his DLC, well, for his DLC, I guess. It's no longer a proposal. His proposal included one of my favorite combines, the TX34, which is actually a combine that passed by me a lot in the past. The farmer around here, or whoever was bringing the combine through here before, they had a TX34, so it's one that I've seen a lot of in real life. Usually stuck in between cars. Here's Scotland, it's the terrible weather on the ground, so it's not so more nearly got so good. Well, yeah, you shouldn't mow when the ground's saturated. Monster, here's something I've noticed. I don't know if you've noticed as well. Mods appear to be now immune from the blacklist, which I don't know if I like that or not. Unless the blacklist just flat out isn't working anymore in streams. Rains almost every day. It's the same in Ireland. By the way, how's the game sounding? It sounds almost a bit. The game sounds a bit quiet. Why does the game sound quiet? That would be why. There we go. That's much more like it. Let's do this realistically. Mowing while wet conditions can dull the blades and cause wear and tear at a higher rate. It can also just jam up the mower, which is not good. Hello, Brad. That one seems fine. The game seemed quiet. The music's a bit too loud. Still too loud now that I've changed the game volume, or is it now too quiet? Ark crashed. Why am I no way surprised? I've been watching some Ark streams. It's a game that I enjoy watching, but it's not one that I'd play. Can't justify the time investment to play Ark. That is too loud. That was the wrong button, Dave. Is that better? Here's the thing, is sometimes, Landy has this issue too. Sometimes, sound mixing goes a bit weird. There we go. West Coast out? Not yet. Monster, that was a perfectly fine message. Hello, James Dorr. What do you mean by time investment? I mean, to get anywhere with taming, it takes literally hours. Unless you edit all the configs. The default settings, it's Minecraft on steroids. And I don't like that idea. Considering I already invest a lot of time in Farm Sim and YouTube, I just don't like that idea at all. And Farming I don't think West Coast will be out today at this point. Not unless you use the boosted server. Well, you can edit the configs yourself. I wouldn't expect West Coast to come out today, unfortunately. This map, Upton, is pretty much ready for release. Germany's 2 hours in front. No, it's not. Adam, it's 1 hour. There's a reason I don't advertise my other channel. I could advertise my other channel and get loads of subs immediately, but I choose not to because it's not family friendly, it's not PG, it's not what people come here to see. If you want to find the other channel, it's easily found elsewhere. Easily found on YouTube. Managed to get a steering wheel and side panel to work with your laptop. Very nice, James. Very nice indeed. Hello, George Walker. How are you doing today? My other channel has its own Discord now, which is kind of amusing to me. But it's, yeah, not something I'll advertise here in Landy's stream or in any other streams. It's my channel where I do YouTube for funsies. So I don't care. I'm just waiting for the day where I forget which channel I'm streaming on. And Upton released at the same time as West Coast. Do you play both? Landy and I have spoken to Lancy at length about this. We've told him just don't release it about the same time as West Coast because it's not gonna do well if they do it. Because Dusty Dave found this out the hard way in FS15 with Ventonwin or Ventonwin, whatever you want to call it. He released it unfortunately the same week as Thornton and Knavesville came out, so Ventonwin, despite being a fantastic map, got lost in the mix. Will I be doing an MP video this week? No. Unfortunately, Sim's been too busy. Chris didn't have the mods until today. Myself and I just wanted a bit of time off, honestly. I've been taking a few chill days. I got extra recording done on Sunday instead of streaming because I was in a food coma after going out for dinner. And yeah, I've just kind of been sitting back, relaxing, enjoying life this week. Do I know how to set up a G29 for Farm Sim? Absolutely not. I know how to set up a G27. Sim's life is just working all the time, yes. You're kidding, Dave. Ventonman's gonna come out around the same time as Oakfield. That said, here's another way to look at it, Dave. If Ventonman's are ready around the same time as Oakfield, you can delay Ventonman, do extra testing, get all of the polish in the world on that map, and make it even better. Because you don't have to release it the minute it's done. You can hold off for 2-3 weeks after Oakfield or whatever big map is just released, and then drop it. And it'll do so much better because people will be starting to get bored of Oakfield or the big map, and then they'll say, oh, hey, there's one by Dusty Dave here. Dearmid hasn't seen any of the stream yet. Hello, Dearmid. Mark Armstrong. I will be using the Massey soon. I'll use that to Ted. Why not? I assume the Massey has enough power to Ted. Yeah, there's no point in rushing stuff. You'll always find that stuff ends up being better when it's just slowed down. And nice and relaxed and chill. There's no point in rushing anything in the world ever because you end up with subpar stuff. Dal's off for dinner. Well, I hope it's delicious, Dal. I smell dinner and it's smelling like mince. Or chicken. It's either chicken or mince and I'm not entirely sure which. Or it could be something from my floor, I guess. The Tom and Horning Tops will be your best work. Give them the time they need. Clown Tour was rushed because that was a joke. Yeah, David, just a word of advice. And this isn't me coming down on you, so don't worry. It's usually a bad idea to come into a chat in the middle of a stream and say, hey, get this. Because odds are the person either already has this or has a reason they don't have it. Ventonman, the huge map for Ventonman was the map that gave birth to Quentin and Sergei. That is the map that gave birth to them. Because the way the courseplay worked on that map, and here's the true story behind Quentin and Sergei. That was supposed to be just me role-playing and like different workers every time, and you gave them different names every time. But because courseplay was so stupid, I had to name the workers and keep the workers the same and come up with a storyline behind why the workers were so terrible. So I invented Quentin and Sergei to explain away why courseplay is so stupid. You still watch some of them? They're my that is the favorite series that I've done on the channel. That is my absolute favorite series because I was able to give it the time that it needed to be as good as it was. Like just in terms of quality, I could give that time to videos now, but really it'd take away from streams. I'd have to cut down streams and stuff. So that's that done. Let's fold this up and get this kind of out of the field. There's an exit over here. Hello, Matthew. Hey, Chef. Yes, I do have the disc buying. It was requested, and I have obliged. I have obliged. Hello. Oh, sorry. I said hello to you, Matthew. You get two hellos, Matthew. Hello, Matthew. Matthew.
Hello, Dave. That Dave. Dave.
Peter Nagy, thank you very much for subscribing. I need to make that text bigger because I can barely read it. And it's running about the same size as the YouTube window. I also need to change my blooming notification thingies. Ooh, that was a bit lag. That was presumably a shader or something loading in. Hey, your signage. Hey. Hey, Jude. So let's get the Massey. And now we get to learn something. Does the Massey, I think it's 80 horsepower. Just going to double check. 90 horsepower. Have the power to run this at 55. Fantastic. Quentin be on West Coast? No. Will this map be on PC? Is that a genuine question? Because pretty much every map comes to PC. Stop work there. I believe this thing has an interesting little feature. So let's unfold the tether. Takes a little while to unfold. Let's get it turned on. And Lord, ah yes it does. Fantastic. So this tether has a mouse control feature where you can TED inwards. So while it looks kind of stupid, I'm TEDing into the field itself so that I don't miss too much and I don't end up with bits of hay out by the fence or the trees over here. So we'll straighten this up once we're around the headlands. And I will admit this looks kind of stupid. But it is realistic and it's something that tethers can do in real life. Okay, so Gonna raise the tether up. It's not really raised, is it? That's, yeah, barely raised at all. Lower it back down, and it should be centered now. Ish. Mostly centered, maybe. It is centered, hooray! So we can get rid of that. What's happening with seasons? I believe this map is actually seasons ready. But I won't be playing with seasons for a little while. Hello, Pedro. I look like Landy. Hey, Farmer Klein. Good lord. That's gonna be the running joke now, and I knew it would happen. Is like every time I get... Because I... Like, looking at Landy's hair, it's like we have almost an identical hairline. Like two fat guys with bad hair. And occasional beards. Who both like tractors, and everybody thinks we're brothers for some reason. No! You got this tether too? It's a good tether. I like it. It's a very useful tether for when you've got hedges and fences and stuff. Because it's kind of windrowing it off to one side at the same time. Yeah, now people are noticing that I do actually look a bit like Landy. Which is kind of weird. When your main cooling fan makes a random screech and the fan blade explodes through the Did that seriously happen to you today, Dave? Wow. Because I've had bearing issues in the past, and I still kind of do. And I've only ever needed to throw some sewing machine oil on. You cheat and windrow and use the 2 meter table, also windrows to keep it nice and tidy. Oh, that's lazy. Will this mod be on console? If it's not on console already, or the map, I'm guessing. This map might be. I'm not entirely sure. That literally happened. Wow. That's kind of impressive. Hello, Intel Plays YT. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, feel free to hit that like button. That's what it's there for. And if you're really enjoying it, you want to see more, feel free to hit subscribe. I've got a Thornton video coming up tomorrow. It's going to be the end of Thornton, episode 50. And then starting, hopefully, Friday. Actually, need to upload tomorrow's video yet. Starting, hopefully, Friday, we'll be doing West Coast. And then next week, it'll be Upton Tuesday and Thursday. West Coast Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you need a mic setup, we know a guy. We bought a £300 microphone setup and then did nothing with it. I've never heard of a fan exploding before. Wow. That's actually kind of impressive. I mean, I could use the hay bob to Ted, but it's kind of lazy. West Coast. Fully monster? As in PC version 2? Hey, nice life, you ain't late. Check pics on Discord. We will after the stream, NHF. Well, there might have been another update for Build Al. That's what I'm thinking. Both console and PC failed. Is that from today? Because yesterday there was an update from Build that console failed. That would explain why it wasn't out today then. Plastic blades. I've got plastic blade fans. 30th of August. That's the day. Wow. So that's kind of throwing a spanner in my plans. So I might have a video on Upton on Friday. Just my luck. Yeah, I'm gonna record an Upton video for Friday. Just in case West Coast isn't out by then. Or isn't out tomorrow. Because I have reason to believe Giants give Bullet Bill a fast track through testing. That's... did he say what on? Like, for what reason it's failed? Because I'm genuinely surprised with the amount of testing the map had. No, does that mean I can now... Oh, it's about West Coast, okay. Does that mean that I can now rip on Landy for being a bad tester as well? Because West Coast failed testing and he had the map. Form still says West Coast. Yes, because he'll have fixed the whatever the issue is and resubmitted it almost immediately. Bullet Bill is fantastic for fixing issues. Do I know when Mulroy Bay is out? That's up to Dylan, I believe. Up to Dylan Alcorn. From what I understand, Sim handed it over to him full time now, and Dylan's doing whatever Dylan wants to do with the map. Before release. We talked about this last night. What? What did we talk about last night? We spoke about many things last night, Dan. Plus, I mean, I was heavily distracted by looking up memes. That's my favorite hobby, by the way, guys, is looking up memes on the internet. Massey's gotta go enjoy whatever that. Enjoy whatever you gotta go do, Massey. Fail because there are no collisions of the hedges. Use the same ones as cold broach past us. That's an easy issue to fix, though. Yeah, oh yeah, Bill like immediately fixing stuff. That said, I think the reasoning's slightly different today. That's Use Giants, but out more mods for console. That's not up to Giants, Cameron. For the part of it, at least. So for those of you who are wondering, or who are wondering about mods on console, here's the down low from somebody who's looked into this extensively. So the first thing you need to know about mods on console is the first decision about mods on console is with the modder. So if a modder doesn't want the mod on console, they don't request mod on console, they don't submit a mod for console, it won't be on console. The second decision is then with Giants, who say, okay, well this mod could be on console, but you need to fix these issues. We get a list, here's the list, here's what you need to fix, here's the problems. If you fix these, we'll give it another test, and we'll see then if it's ready for console. The third step is where it fails, most of the time. And the third step is Sony and Microsoft, who have their own little list of things they want in a console mod. And two of those things kill most mods. One is that mods have to be licensed brands the Giants have a license to, or can get a license to. So there won't be any John Deere's on console, there's no Class on console, there's no... what's another brand? Kubota on console. None of that stuff can be on console. No Fords even. Even though New Holland have bought over Ford, there's no Fords on console because New Holland don't own the Ford logo. And the next issue is what really kind of screws the console guys over. It's that Sony and Microsoft don't want scripts on console in any way, shape or form, so we'll say the way that this tether works, that might be a script. The way that you can move the wheels and stuff, that might be a script. IC is a script. It's why the Black Sheep mounting Massies have such weird like doors and stuff. Is it's a modified IC script made to use mouse controls, just so that it could be on console for you guys. What else? Courseplay, seasons, stuff like that can't be on console. They're all scripts. So I'll have a look at it in a bit, Massey. I want to get through the rest of the stream and I'll look at the PMs later on, and messages that I need to see later on. Tag me in Discord after the stream, Massey, so that I remember, because sometimes I can be better. Actually, no, I tend to look at PMs. Hello, RAS Contracts. So for anybody, I hope I'm going the right way, by the way. I am. For anybody who wants to see a bit more of the map, here we go. We're going to drive around kind of the perimeter road, which is the main road of the map. It's about West Coast. I'll have a look after the stream then. Why aren't scripts allowed? The line Sony and Microsoft keep giving is that scripts will interfere with their ecosystem. This is genuinely what they say. They interfere with the ecosystem. They could be used to hack, to take control of consoles. They don't want to run risks. And I can completely understand that. Nice laugh, I ain't talking about that. I ain't going into politics. You were once new, but not anymore. That is correct, Mango. Weak Gaming. What is the mod that can allow you to teleport anywhere? That is called TARDIS Teleport. It's a script, and it is on the Giants mod hub for PC only. Like I've just been talking about, consoles can't have scripts because Sony and Microsoft are paranoid as all get out. So we've used the John Deere, we've used the Massey. I think it's about time we use the class. We'll use that on the... I think the class is actually at the wrong yard entirely. But we'll use the class and we'll teleport it up here. We'll use that on the windrower. I'll actually teleport the class up and then back down. So where's the class? Class is... yeah, at the wrong yard, so that's fine. This is the correct way to use the teleport mod. Is just... I don't want to drive, so... I'm going to teleport up, and we'll teleport back down with the windrower. They posted a photo on Discord about West Coast. I didn't. Somebody else did on my behalf, presumably, but I didn't. Support there. Okay, so. You have 550, 620, John Deere 6230. That's not a bad range of machinery. I don't like people who... I'm guilty of this on West... or I will be guilty of this on West Coast, I should say, when it's out. Speaking in present tense, because I've already got the list of vehicles and equipment that I want written down. Most of the tractors I'll be using on West Coast will all be one brand. Oh, you did, for me to see. I will take the words of the mods here. The mods are people that I can trust. I've got a class. Yes, I've got an Arion 650. Or is it 630 I'm using? 650. I'd like to do 2 headlands, but that's not going to be worth it. I've got a bit of everything to a certain extent. I've got a John Deere, I've got a Massey, I've got a Deutz. It won't be actually John Deere on West Coast. It will not be John Deere on West Coast. I've gone for a different colour. And it's, of the 3 tractors I'll be using, 2 of them are the same brand. The third was kind of tacked on at the end, so I didn't have just one brand of tractors. What is my favourite tractor? A Massey Ferguson 135. By quite a distance, actually. I love the 135. Begin Discord is go to. Also in general is a text message. Yeah, I trust you guys, don't worry. I don't think you're lying to me, because you all want West Coast as much as I do. The T-Dub is nice, but it's not as nice as 135. Am I going to use the round baiter for this? Do you know what? I didn't think this through, did I? I'll have to use the round baler. think I've got to use the round baler for this because I don't think the square baler is the same capacity. Oh no, I gotta use this. I don't know which one I gotta use. I'll check capacities. If the round baler is 4,000 liters like the square baler, I can use the square baler. If it's 2,500 or something like that, I'll have to use the round baler. Will the failure put the release back? The release was always going to be once it passes testing. So technically, yes, the release is now pushed back for at least a day. Realistically, the release is not pushed back at all. So YouTuber saying he was trying to get Fent 1000 series for all platforms. That's completely doable. Fent is on... Well, Fent is in the game. So the Fent 1000 series is completely logical to try and get it on consoles. Hello, Christopher. It's been a while, it has indeed. A lot of people kind of... I think there's a lot of people who got burned out of the game or just kind of coming back now for the West Coast, kind of. Did I see the Fent 800 favorite? Yes. In fact, I have an edited version of it hanging around on my PC somewhere that I did for Fatty for the multiplayer series, so... not only have I seen it, but I've already tweaked it. Will this map be on Android? Yes. Hello, Jack Grace. I need to take a drink of water in a second. My throat's starting to get a bit dry. Which, to be fair, isn't bad after an hour and 20 minutes of nearly non-stop talking. You thought it had IC. You can remove the IC script pretty easily. Like, having IC isn't actually that big of a hurdle, but you can't have a tractor that actively has IC in it on console. See you, Massey. Enjoy your food. Dan clearly got annoyed. Favorite tractor? You're asking me? Massey 135. By quite a long distance. It's just a beautiful design. I like old stuff anyway, and the Massey 135 is wonderfully utilitarian. Like, it's made to be a tractor and not to be pretty, and the little design flares they put on just through necessity, like the radiator grille and stuff like that, just kind of add to the character of the tractor. You know, there's a lot to be said about the way things were designed in the 50s and 60s over the way they're designed today. Especially agriculturally, because, I mean, yes, tractors are still pretty much an engine with a cab attached. But back in the days where tractors were just agricultural vehicles and not really showy, they were literally, in some cases, just an engine with a cab attached and some wheels. Just sell me one. I have, like, no money. Do you want to donate me a Massey 135? So that I can then sell it and actually have some money for once. YouTube update. Yeah, YouTube's updating at the moment. There is a new layout being rolled out to people, so you guys might need to be aware of that. I've had the new look for a while, actually. And if you do have the new update of YouTube, click on your logo on the top right and put on dark theme. See what you think of it. I prefer it that way. It's much easier on the eyes for sure, because it's not as blindingly white. I don't like white space. I don't like white things being everywhere. Which is comical because all my thumbnails have like the lettering in white. That's just for tidiness. Oh, Dan, absolutely. I just like the design of the old tractors more. I think the new tractors are better overall, but the old ones look nicer. Yeah, the new layout is nice if you got dark mode on. I don't like how much blank and empty space there is, though. Like, there's times when I've loaded up YouTube with the new layout and I've thought, oh, this is a website from 1998, clearly, because they're trying to have as few images as possible. to make most pages like it. I don't know why websites go with white, because black is actually much easier to read. Like even the chat I've got here is white on black, or black on white, and I don't like it. I like having it the other way around, like it is on YouTube Gaming, where it's just much more convenient to read. I don't have my head tracking turned on today. You're storing a McCormick International. A McCormick International? That was never a thing, was it? Because McCormick's still kind of its own company, albeit owned by Landini. How do you turn on dark mode? If you're in the full new layout, click on your logo on the top right, and there should be a little drop down menu that comes down. Turn on the dark theme. That's what I've been using for a little while, and it's I think much better. That's why you're the Duramax is emissions free. You just like your Chevys, Dan. What if Dodge brought a better engine than Chevy? What would you do then? Would you like have a midlife crisis and a complete breakdown? Right, that's 2 of our 3 tractors, or 3 of our 4 tractors used now. Okay, here's the next question. Can the little Deutz with 130 horse run the baler 4,000 litres, 100 horse, fantastic, or the other baler 115? The little Deutz that can, fantastic. So we're gonna grab the little Deutz Agro Star with the funky nose that I love so much. We're gonna drive it up to the cow yard and we're gonna use this to bale. Need to edit this. Oh, it doesn't work on Android. Yeah, it doesn't tend to work on phones. That's on PC. Hello, Harry. I don't know how to screw about with the phone app at all, so you're kind of out of luck there. I tend to just turn my phone on the side and watch videos full screen anyway. Am I going to play West Coast? Yes, when it's out. I'd love to play it right now, but I don't have it. Look up McCormick International. That's a thing. Interesting. When West Coast is out, I will be playing it. If it's released since I started the stream, like within the last hour and a half, I don't have it yet. I haven't downloaded it because I'm kind of streaming, kind of busy. But I will be playing on the West Coast. Don't you worry about that, guys. In fact, I've already got my starter equipment chosen in my mind. When's the West Coast out? When it's past testing. This is the simple answer to that question. We're going to make square bales because it's going to be a bit easier. It's going to be a bit easier to make square bales. Not release it. Yeah, Jack, don't worry. Don't worry. All in good time, people. All in good time. What sort of it's this? Is this like the old Agrotron drop nose? This is an Agrostar drop nose. This is the Agrostar 638, I believe. Oh god, has Bullet Bill released the reasons? What are the reasons? I want to know the reasons. Because when you say giants all over, it just reminds me of the, what is a Cornish? What is mucking out? Please tell me one of the reasons it's hilarious. I'll forgive it if one of the reasons... Look in Discord General. Do I really have to... Okay, I'll tab out and look in Discord. Hang on. Discord General. Oh, the hedges thing. Sim live tonight? I have no idea. That was my favourite reason. It's like, what is Cornish? So one thing that kind of annoys me is this is supposed to be held on by... So this is actually the John Deere 690 that's on the mod hub. I'm going to go through the reasons I dislike this baler and what needs to be fixed, okay? So first off, if I come to the front here, you'll see this has, for some reason, a shine to it, which it shouldn't. It's a sticker, it shouldn't have a shine to it like that. That needs to be fixed. John Deere logo, same issue. The John Deere decal on the side, same issue. That right there, same issue again. That right there, same issue. These two here, same issue. This decal here, same issue. Inside the bale shoe, kind of same issue. The chains have the same issue as well. John Deere decal on the back, same issue. Going on this side, all the stickers and decals the exact same as the other side, so they all have the same issue. The dirt cube map, or the dirt normal map, is questionable at best. What do I like about the baler? Assuming it still works like this, it's fully animated, which is really nice. That's why I'm using it, despite all the texture issues it has. Please tell me this tractor can really pull the baler. To be fair, Dave, they're actually based in Switzerland, so probably mucking out isn't a thing over there. They've probably got like robots and stuff to do it for them. See you, Jack. And hello, Ollie. I'm doing well, thank you very much. How are you doing today? Magically appears in the bunker. Mugging out cows is the thing all over the... There are some farms that legitimately have like robotic feeders that do it. Hello, Simulate. Are you still planning the thing tonight, or have plans changed? Intentionally vague. This bale seems to be... Oh no, it's not magically being pushed out. The other bale just wasn't too visible. Delayed if so. Yeah, okay. Ah, rendering, yes. The fun of it. Sim, West Coast failed testing. Completely failed it. Hello, Keelan. Watching the stream, making yourself a sandwich. Would you make me a sandwich as well, please? That'd be nice. Kinda hungry. Maybe I should have had more than just noodles for breakfast. On what? Hedges. Apparently he now has to have no collisions on the hedges at all, or full collisions, not his hybrid collisions. Which Giants gave the okay to in the first place, which... Giants being Giants. Yeah, the hedges past, what was it, 3-4 weeks ago in Cobra V3 are now no longer allowed. Hello, Ben the Gamer. Loads of cheese and bacon. Now I'm jealous of Venus. Now I'm jealous. And a real quick, just have a drink of water because my throat's starting to get really dry. The rest of the reasons, Faye, are probably little optimization things that he missed. Also, yes, I was just leaving the baler going a straight line there while I took a drink of water. Giants are annoyed, it's a million times better than their maps. No, I think Giants are impressed. Because Bill and Oxygen Dave and Dusty Dave and Lancy just put out stuff that's way... almost all modders do, put out stuff that's way better than Giants. Because Giants have to optimize everything to within an inch of its life. Well, yeah, it does seem like Giants change their standards almost every time. Oh, bacon sausage. I'm still jealous. It's easy to beat Giants mod. For maps, yes. For equipment, not so much. You've just literally been sent a new version. That might be it then, yeah. 'Cause like I said earlier on, Bullet Bill is a whiz at fixing these things, and that's actually a small fix. If it was just the hedges, that's a hilariously small fix. This thing's still bale cannons, by the way. Yeah, giants are reliant on modders. They don't like admitting it, but giants are 100% rely on the mod community. And that's kind of why the mod contest is a thing and the prizes are so big, is because giants know the game would be literally nothing without mods. The game would last maybe 3 months. And then pick up every time a new DLC is released, and that's about it. Scrap that, just under PM. Well done, Sim. GG. Genius. Oh, I just got sent a new version. Hey Sim, what's the how do you do this? Oh, that's a PM. Never mind, it's not a new version of that. Sim Landy was telling me that he put a new version into like one of the rooms the other day. You just downgrade what? GG. You were like this last year. Like what? I think it was, I don't know which room he put it in. But Landy was saying he put one into like one of the rooms in there. And that's the most up-to-date version. That I'm aware of, at least. Should also mention at this point, I'm not actually privy to any of this. Like what goes on in the place they all are. I just hear things from Landy. Sim, and just kind of try and remember them so Sim doesn't forget them in the future. And a bit because there's no mods. Yeah, that's why the console version now has mods. Is giants know the game is nothing without mods. And it's kind of a shame that modding is so restricted on console and the giants can't do anything about it, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, I'm afraid. Even with mods, it's like you start kind of burning out from time to time. Especially when you've got, we'll say, 145 hours in the last 2 weeks. And almost 1,500 hours overall. Yeah, 15 without mods wouldn't have been very interesting for very long. Can't find the minion front. I think the minion front wheel was removed from the mod hub. It is on, I believe, Mod Hoster now. Or somewhere else. Go to your favorite third-party site and it'll probably be on there somewhere. So we're almost done with the baling. The bale's almost done. So that means we will require some harvesting to be done. We need to do some harvesting. Which I'm perfectly fine with. You're not on PC. Then you can't get it. Well, that's an unfortunate fact of it. Yeah, go see a TMCC. Enjoy whatever it is you gotta go do. So if you are enjoying the stream today, guys, feel free to hit that like button. That's what it's there for. It's there to let me know that you're enjoying yourselves. Let's see if we can get up to... I don't know how many likes we're on, but let's see if we can get up to 100. Why not? Let's be greedy. No West Coast for probably an extra couple of days is all. Do I know what setup I'm using for West Coast? Yes. I've got it all up here in my mind box and also written down somewhere. Which... yeah, can't find the sheet of paper I wrote down on, but it's in my mind box what I'm going to be using. And I'm keeping it a secret. So if I change my mind, people can't assume, accuse me of lying. Hello, Charlie Brown. 100 likes for these things. I'm not singing. If you're really enjoying the stream, though, guys, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I'll be live again on Friday, hopefully on West Coast. I presume. Maybe. Perhaps. You bet I'm using a John Deere? I bet you're wrong. That I will say. It's not going to be John Deere's. You have cake. Very nice, Massey. Hello, Lancyboi. How are you doing today? My face feels like sandpaper. West Coast failed testing. Yes, it did, for truly Giants reasons. You wouldn't count on that. Oh, you wouldn't count on West Coast being out by Friday? Neither would I, so if it's not out by Friday, I'll just do Upton again. Always have a backup plan. Always. Upton was... I wasn't intending on playing this map for a little while. But certain things that have been happening on YouTube kind of forced my hand. I'm not going nuts. I am going nuts. Could I use Valtra on West Coast? Perhaps in the future, but not immediately. It's just occurred to me that I could in theory use Valtra despite my color code idea. Interesting. Or color theme, I should say. Gonna keep that quiet. Kind of quiet today, I think. Don't feel like blasting that song out right now. Yeah, Valtras are color selectable. It's just occurred to me that they are, so... completely forgot it when I was thinking of equipment to use, but it's some equipment that I don't generally use too much. You gotta go, enjoy whatever it is you gotta go do, Matty. So that's the baiting done. Let's go back to... let's actually just grab the master like this. Unfolded. I'm not gone on this harvester, but it's the best old harvester I have other than the old case. It's got a reasonable capacity as well. Welcome back, Jack. Yeah, that rhymed. So the reason I'm not using the Massey header trailer is this one is actually better. The Cochet header trailers that Landy and I both use are just better header trailers. Because they seem to lock headers down a bit better. John Deere 30. I'm not using the John Deere 30, good lord. No class combines? Not right now. I could have used the Lexion, but I've only just been using that on Thornton this week. I could have used the Dominator 118, yes, but I don't actually have it downloaded. There's usually a good reason I'm not using something. That's usually the fact that I don't have it downloaded or installed. Or I forgot to activate it, which is another issue. So I will need to go up to the, I guess what I'm using is the main yard. And grab the trailer front there. This is going to be interesting because the trailer is at the main yard, as is the tipping point. What about the hurleyman I haven't used in so good point. The main crop store is actually at the main yard, which is where I've dumped everything off, which is at pretty much the other end of the map entirely. So let's turn the music back down a bit. It's only intended as background noise anyway. Let's get this harvest started of barley. I'm doing barley a lot lately, haven't I? Just by sheer coincidence. And we will hopefully get a couple of loads done in the next, what, 15 to 17 minutes. I'm going to try and finish at about 7 o'clock. It was about 20 minutes, I apologise, I was looking at the wrong time. I'm going to try and finish about 7 o'clock. Sim, if you're still here, give me an update on your plans for the evening, if you don't mind. Pretty sure some people have figured out why I'm asking that already, but to those of you that haven't, I'm not telling. Gonna be mean, I'm not telling, not telling. Sad the West Coast failed testing. Yes, but it doesn't mean the West Coast is going to be better. Farming Man, look, literally one message above you. Sim Street. What? No. No, Sim and I are going to play some random VR games. Pedro sent me his Oculus Rift for a loan, and I'm going to be playing some VR games with Sim. CR790. That isn't a bad size combine, actually. Is there collisions of the hedges in this map? Yes. Hello, Chunky Tanker. How are you doing today? Yeah, it's a bit funny Giants picking out niggly little problems with maps, and they still have the niggliest problem with the game. Why did West Coast fail? Because they've decided that Bullet Bill's hedges, which were fine in Cold War's version 1, 2 and 3, are no longer good enough for the game. For West Coast. I kid you not, that's the actual reason they gave. Or one of them. Playing the game, not modding. Slacking, Dusty Dave. You're testing. You're testing the game. You're making sure that the game is working fine. It's fine. And a good Chunky Tanker. You can tell Pedro's getting ready to come back into Farm Sim because he's actually appeared in the stream. How long will it take to replace him? About 20 seconds, knowing Bill. And knowing what I do about GE. Will there be collisions on the hedges now? I have no idea. I think he's emailed Giants for clarification on it. Can't wait for West Coast. I think nobody can wait for West Coast. It's not your map in the save game. Do your testing for someone else. It's fine. It's not slacking if you're helping. We can all wait for the West Coast, guys. We all know it's going to be a fantastic map. Even just looking at Landy's streams, because I still go to them, despite not wanting to know much about the West Coast, I kind of go to the streams and just look at the fields and double think everything that I want. Yeah, Sim was telling me about that earlier, Pedro. You gave him a heart attack, dude. With that link you sent him. Turns out he doesn't like it. So how many likes are we on actually, guys? I'm seeing 64 people in here at the moment. How many likes are we on? Hopefully we're up around the 100 region. I'd like to hit 100 today. Guys, he said this himself. Miss a bit? No, I never miss a bit. That bit didn't want to be harvested. What machines do I use on the west coast? That is a secret. Are we legitimately on 69? I get the feeling Sims just like the stream as well. Can't wait for you have to wait for your PC before you can go to the west coast. That's not too far away, James. 74, very nice. I get the feeling Sim managed to get the 69th. Because he usually tries to get that. Oh dear. It's all gone upside down. You got an addiction for West Coast. I really want to watch all the videos on it, but at the same time I want to go into the map fresh, so I'm not watching any videos. I'm just watching Landy streams, and even then I'm usually doing something else. I'm usually playing a game or chatting in TeamSpeak or just screwing about with something, so it's just kind of background noise. So seeing like the field size, and that's about it. It's in fact all I want to know is how big are the fields that you kind of start off with. I know now, so Landy streams are just kind of background noise, and I'm just kind of causing trouble in them usually. So 15 minutes left, and we're 24, 25 likes short of the 100. I wonder if there are 25 people in here that haven't liked the stream yet. Still haven't watched any videos of the West Coast. Well, I can send you a few if you want, Fahy. Fahy's gonna kill me one of these days. I wonder if we can hit 100. I don't know if it's even possible at this point. I guess it's never impossible. West Coast rehab for all the people who haven't slept in over 24 hours playing the map on itself. I won't need that for sure, because I'm going to intentionally limit my time on the map when it's out. Okay, just to save Monster some sanity, guys, we don't need to hear about every single like on the stream. Because I think Monster's starting to go insane and get a bit frustrated. So hold back on the counting every like thing. I shaved, yes I did, Hayden. And there is one other thing I did, because this is the actual length of my hair now. It's gone from covering my face and everything and needing a ponytail to actually being short for the first time in I think close on 2 years. It's strange for me to have short hair because it was only done there at the weekend, and it's genuinely weird because I'm so used to dealing with the issues long hair causes. Numbers will probably get blacklisted. I'm not blacklisting numbers. Number one, I'd have to blacklist literally every number, and that would be hours. This combine's collisions are dodgy. I don't know. I know that I'm actually tempted to edit this combine in 2 different ways. Actually, Pizza, if you're still here. I think Pizza was tweaking this combine to be more realistic. Because in real life it has about half the capacity it does. It's got about 4,000 litres of capacity, 4,200 litres if memory serves correctly. And the header is 3.6 meters, whereas in game it's a 6 meter header, which just isn't realistic at all. You have to store sheep in the rain. Oh, good luck with that, Ollie. You'll probably need it. So, yeah, I'm not 100% gone on this combine at all. Would I not just have to blacklist 0 to 9? No, because then it can't, like... I guess. It'll blacklist all of your messages, Fahy. Sheep are fine in the rain. Sheep are fine, ground tends not to be. I've had issues mountain climbing in the rain before, when I used to go on hikes. There was one day I slipped down a mountain and fell into a hole. Like legitimately got stuck in a hole. On the side of a mountain because I'd slipped. Another occasion where I managed to find a badger's den or something like that. Or maybe a rabbit's den. And foot went straight into it. Got stuck there for all of 30 seconds before I realised. Yeah, Farming Man will also be blacklisted. This is a fun little fact. I tend to be very unlucky with nature. I didn't see the badger or whatever animal made the hole, but all I know is there's a hole in the ground and my foot went straight into it. About 50 Celsius right now. Hayden, planes can't fly when it's that hot. That's like legitimately a thing, is if you're supposed to go on a flight and it's 50 Celsius, you ain't getting on that flight. The air is too thin. The plane literally won't be able to take off. What time is it for me? It is 6:52 PM. Hello, Farmer Joe and Payne and Sons Contractors. So now I gotta get the A tractor from this yard up here. It'll be the Massey. 82 likes. Let's see if we can hit 90 at least. That'd be nice. 11 AM for you. I've been up since like half 10, 11 o'clock this morning. Or awake at least. Just to know everything about planes over here. It's not my fault that I know basic physics, Massey. Hotter air is less dense. And rises, so... 50 Celsius is 122 degrees. Yeah, the air, if that's true, is not dense enough to support the weight of it, or to generate the lift necessary for an aircraft. 6 PM for 6 PM? Farmer Joe, that's literally impossible. It's 7. It's almost 7, Farmer Joe. I'm in Ireland, and I've got the same time zone as you, dude. I mean, if you're looking up GMT, then yes, it is technically 5:53 PM, but UK and Ireland are using summertime at the moment. We got that extra hour to worry about.
Hello, Dave. Is that Dave? Dave's there.
Is that name? Oh, good lord. Yana is Ograjek. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Enjoy your stay. So you're the pilot. Ah, yes. Yeah, it might be an evening takeoff for you. Even 5 o'clock might be too hot. Like, you might be waiting until 7, 8 o'clock before you can even think about flying. If it's... Isn't it like 145 is the cutoff for most small planes? Or is that 45 Celsius? Like there is a cut-off temperature where the air is no longer dense enough. And it's a very hard limit. 5 more likes till 90. I don't know if we'll hit it. But we'll, the old college try, why not? School won't let you fly past 6. You might not be flying today, Hayden. Honestly, when it's that hot, you might be waiting until 8, 9 o'clock at night for it to cool down enough. But I smoke. I don't. I'm quitting. Northwest I used to, but I'm in the process of quitting at the moment, and quitting it just helps me calm down the nicotine concentration. Hello, George Kelly. You are very nearly late, but not quite. Let's bring this trailer over through the map. We're about halfway to the field now. You can see the fuel level is decreasing ever so quickly in this thing. Is the stream almost over? Yes, we'll be finishing up in less than 5 minutes time, most likely. This map is looking very... It's a Lancyboi map through and through. I mean, the road system is chaotic and hellish to try and navigate. You're going to get lost a lot. But it is truly beautiful. You just didn't say anything till now. Ah, very good. I hate it when people show up towards the end because I feel bad for them. I feel bad that I've got to do my own things after the stream, and I do have to kind of end at 7. Must have been blasting and combine to the field. Well, the shop is right beside the field, so it was quite easy. Have I made a video on Train Sim? No. Don't plan to either. Just look at how pretty this map is. Like, it's a special talent of Lancyboi that he makes just... Yeah, that's going to be something special, because you're really good at getting the technical stuff working, Lancy's really good at getting the pretty stuff looking pretty. And the two of you guys side by side, that's going to be something special. Looks like... It's got a very Knaves Wally feel to it, it's kind of... a grungy map. It's not neat and shiny and pretty. It's pretty in a way that it's like, well, this is rough as hell, but it's beautiful at the same time. Should have gone through that gate. Let's see if I can turn the tractor around. Do I have the space to turn this thing around here? I do. Fantastic. I've cleaned up since you last saw me. Yes, I have had a haircut. Which has shocked literally some people. Because what's happening with Knavesville? I've heard so many rumors about Knavesville, I don't know what the actual facts of the matter is. I presume Matt's been working pretty hard with real life work and stuff. Let's get going past the vehicle. Let's get the pipe out. Unloading. Here we go. Has Dusty told me about you yet? No. Or has Lance told Dusty about you? What? I'm confused. Everything's going weird. I will need to get a faster tractor on this map, I think. And it may well have to be a fast track. Not saying too much here. This map has a lot of maps combined. You can see a lot of inspirations on this map, I think, is the best way of saying it, because this kind of inspiration from Oxygen Dave and Bullet Bill in places, a lot of inspiration from Tom X. Old fast track. I'd love to find an old fast track mod, but I just can't find one. I somehow doubt that Mac XJS's old Classics DLC will be out in time. You gonna go watch the same? Oh, is he started up? No. But being converted badly, time to fill up the mechanics there, so probably should get. I wouldn't blame him. What if a company made a tractor faster than Fast Track, but they didn't have to rename it? I doubt it. Because it's now a brand name as opposed to like claiming anything. Yeah, it's a fast tractor, which is where the name Fast Track came from in the first place, but I don't think they'd rename it, because that's just kind of a brand name. What's my favourite map? Right now, Thornton. Upton's definitely up there though right now. Overall, do you know, I wouldn't be too surprised if my favourite map for FS17 is one of 3. I wouldn't be too surprised if it ends up being the West Coast. I really wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being Oakfield. Valtra does have Fast Track and Fast Track. And I really wouldn't be surprised if it's Ventommen. Because I love Ventommen in FS15. Dave said he's making it better. And I'll be the judge of that. Fahy, Valtra made one that goes 80 miles an hour. Granted it was a one-off, but they did make a Valtra that went 80 miles an hour. So guys, it is 7 o'clock. Just after. Which means my time has kind of run out for the day, I'm afraid. Louis come back at the worst possible time. Did they convert Challenge to FS17? Yes, Challenging is in FS17. There is no Challenging extended and that won't happen. Oxygen David's made that quite clear. West Coast looks too big. It's, from what I understand, a 2x. Will Sim be streaming? I have no idea, honestly. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you guys by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching. Actually, could one of the mods, Louis or Faye or somebody, could you get the link to today's video and just start spamming it in chat in a minute? Or now, or whatever. Because I'm going to leave you guys by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Upton Farm. I'll be back tomorrow with the Thornton video. It's already been recorded. Be back Friday with either Upton or West Coast, whichever is actually out at the time. Upton, I will be playing either. I can play either way. Check out the video, which Faye and Louis are both spamming in chat. Get that spam on, guys. Until next time, stay safe. And goodbye.